Good to see you guys. Congratulations. Everybody that sits here should just walk in and applaud you and say, you did it. Admit, it's hard to best something like Frozen, so I would not want to be in any of your shoes, for that matter.
Now I find out that. Oh, you're right. No.
Let me tell you what Frozen means to me. The most distributed DVD Blu-ray of all time. And of course, the format's going to go away someday, so it will be forever. On the packaging, it says, an instant classic. This movie will be watched and loved for generations. And I'm the guy that said that. But, you know, after seeing that movie, like, it takes Nostradamus to predict that this movie is going to be loved for generations. When did you know that lightning had struck?
I think when all the videos started to happen and everybody was singing the songs and making the movie their own, you know, it was putting it in their own lives. And that was only a few weeks after the movie had come out, and we just went, uh-oh, something's happening here.
Sure. How about you?
For me, I think it was, I was in New York at Christmas and went to see it with a friend, and I hadn't been in the audience for a while, and it was full, and they were not just singing it, but speaking the lines, and I realized these people were coming back. And I remember I called Chris and Peter, I was like, are you experiencing this? And it was, we really didn't expect it, and it's the best kind of surprise in the world. Right.
Peter, you had to green light this, I'm guessing. I don't know the workflow, but at some point, the pressure's on you.
Well, it's on all of us to get together. I mean, we knew that there was more story to tell, and I think we all just looked at each other and said, this is what we want to take on. I think we were slightly naive going into it, what the challenges were. It always comes down to story and characters, and sequels are not easier, but we're really happy to have gone on this journey.
Sure. Well, I just walked out, hours ago, I just walked out of Frozen 2, and people, and I'm talking press, not real people, jaded members of the press are walking out singing the songs, so you've got a new Let It Go on your hands.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I think what I love is Bobby and Kristen, I think outdid themselves with the music. All the music is different and original, but it's all very Frozen. It shows the evolution of the characters. It does true to their journeys. I think Elsa, you see her growth. You see her before, the rebellion of Let It Go, and now you see the active woman taking on her power, and I'm just so proud of her. And that's through the music. And Anna, my goodness, what Anna goes through, and her beautiful song that I hope is always to show you that just keep taking that next step and never give up.
Yeah, I mean, it speaks. This is one of those movies that makes the world a better place, and I don't mean to pretend that it's not a lot of work, because when I ask you questions, it just represents a lot of work for you guys to make a masterpiece like this. However, there's got to be a moment that makes you more proud than any other. What's your moment down the road?
Oh gosh. I think it is. I think it's connecting with the film, and we've seen and heard a lot of stories from people, and that the film not only they embraced it and loved it, but sometimes it's actually saved lives. And people have been saying, that they're here because of the movie and because of Elsa's journey that's inspired them to keep going. So that's, I think, more powerful than that.
I think for me, there's something on this one that the entire crew and cast and songwriters said yes and came back. And in some ways, that's its own pressure. But the fact that they had faith, and they really were there along the way. Everybody stepped up their game. Everyone, we threw challenges at them, and they brought us the solutions. And the love that they gave to us, that they gave to these characters, I've never experienced anything like it. So I really have to say that the journey, we were in good hands with everyone that that had faith that we could find our way.
This movie makes the world a better place.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
it.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, you guys.
I appreciate it.
We look for your